All right, boys, welcome back to the greatest channel in the world. I had a video that I was going to do today, and that video has changed because I don't even know what to say anymore about this Leverkusen team. Like, what I'm going to show you guys today is going to be something you will just, like, almost not even believe. Like, as I was kind of preparing, because I was going to make this video after I just watched the game winner from Andrik. And it's crazy because when you're watching Leverkusen, like, I don't even know. The only other team I can ever compare in my lifetime to a team that I've watched like this is Madrid in their run in the UCL. And, I mean, it's just like, it's something that you don't see often. We don't see this type of team where this happens, where a team like this is winning all these games in the last minute. But I'll tell you this is where this team is even more different than Madrid. As much as Madrid is the greatest club of all time, and this video is no disrespect, like, it has nothing to even do with Madrid. I'm just talking about a simple difference here. Madrid, obviously, were doing this in the Champions League a lot of the time, right? Even in the recent years, like against City, like they stole a match. Against Chelsea, they got all those goals. Like, they've had so many scenarios. And when I was even talking about Madrid, I was mainly discussing those prime years with, like, Ronaldo and Navas, and they just felt like you couldn't beat them, bro. You could have all the shots you wanted. At the end of the day, they were going to come on the counter and beat you at some point. The difference with those teams and this team, Leverkusen has not lost a game in 46 matches. So they are doing this on that streak. And a lot of the wins they've been scoring in the last minute have been recently, which means they've been doing this from their streak of 35 unbeaten to 46. They're doing this as the streak extends. And some of the teams they're doing this against, when you see this, it's incredible. So we're going to talk about it today. I love this team. I love everything about this team. I've already been very vocal about how I think this team is amazing for football. But as a fan, what they're doing, it's beyond commendable. I don't even know how to show this team the proper respect that they deserve. The funny thing I wanted to point out before I talk about any of this stuff too is that I was just thinking about how many times the admin for all these accounts, for the social accounts, they actually probably have the graphic ready, like, oh, our first defeat, or oh, we draw, or whatever, right? And then in, like, literally most of the last matches, they've scored in the last minute to either draw or win the match. It must be a headache. I don't even know. So shout out to the Bayer Leverkusen's graphics team and socials team. I don't even know how they're getting this content out where the result happens and they're actually posting updated graphics. I would say in a lot of other football clubs, we might actually see the team posting the wrong result because they're scoring these goals in the last second, bro. It's not even like 90 plus 5 and they score in the first minute of stoppage. It's like the last play. And you just knew today. You literally just knew the second they took that free kick. You saw the second Stuttgart fouled them, they were probably going to score. It's felt like all their goals are coming off those set pieces in the last second. I can't even believe it. So Xabi Alonso now 46 games unbeaten with Bayer Leverkusen. It's something incredible. And Andrik, who's just killing it, scores in the last second. So first of all, let's talk about the team that they beat today. Stuttgart is one of the best teams we've seen in the Bundesliga in a long time. Between Furyk, Undav, Guirassy, they're amazing. They are amazing this season. And they, when I was talking to my stream about this matchup, I was like, I'm not even surprised if Stuttgart win this game because they're a great team. They're a fantastic team. So they were up today 2-0. Boys, they were up 2-0. And I tweeted out, I said, Leverkusen is down 2 goals. Surely not again. And at this point, I think I'm just tweeting about that so that it happens because it's so great to watch this happen every single time. They score 2 goals after being down 2. What are we even supposed to say? What are we supposed to say at this point? Are we even surprised? Look at the momentum at the end of the game. They survive the periods at the end, and look at the momentum. They close it out 2-2 against the team. Stuttgart, by the way, if we look at the Bundesliga table, where do we have the table here? Am I missing something? If we go to Stuttgart, right, this is a team that is sitting only 5 points behind Bayern after today's match. They're a very good team. They're going to be playing in the Champions League next season. They're a very good team. So this was a result that I expected them to get. Watch out for Dortmund, man. They might be making a push because there are some matches left in this league. There's still, 3? It's going to be tough for them, though. And Stuttgart also still playing Bayern, but I don't think it happens. Okay, so besides the table and how Leverkusen have only conceded 22 this year, and now they are going into the last, they have 3 matches left as well. Let's pull this up. They play Augsburg, they play Bochum, they play Frankfurt, and yeah, they have 4. No, that's Pokel. So they've got 3 matches left in the Bundesliga to do the perfect season. They got through the tough stretch. They just played Dortmund and Stuttgart back-to-back. This week will be extremely tough for them as they face off against Roma and then Frankfurt. Frankfurt are obviously in 6th place, and Roma are definitely a respectable team. So that's not going to be an easy week for the unbeaten streak at all. But what I want to go through with you guys is just genuinely how remarkable this stuff is. So Dortmund, a team that is in the Champions League semifinal, they are up 1-0 in the 81st minute, and they seem to have a lot of the momentum. And in the last second, literally the last second of the match, Stanisic, who they got from Bayern Munich this season, scores in the 7th minute of added time. Okay, this was last weekend, Sunday, April 21st. Literally last weekend. All right, let's go back to the few days before that. They're playing in the Europa League quarterfinal, right? Like, this is what I'm saying, though. These games are still huge matches, and they're on an unbeaten streak. These are very relevant teams. This is not like they're playing against, like, bottom of the league teams they're doing this against. These are Europa League matches or Bundesliga giants, right? So West Ham, right? They're down 1-0, and to be honest, the meaning of this game is absolutely nothing because they're already through at that point, 2-1. I mean, I'm not saying this game isn't important, but they're already through, and Frimpong still finds a way to score with a minute left. This is away in England to keep the unbeaten streak going, and that's only 3 days. So that's only 3 days before the Dortmund match. That Dortmund match was a week before I'm recording this video today. Okay, this is like incredible. Okay, we go back like 2 weeks before that, right? They're losing to Hoffenheim. And to be honest, it's one of those games where they are literally controlling the game and they can't get a goal. They score in the 88th minute. They score in the 91st minute to win the match. Not even to just draw the match against Hoffenheim, to literally win. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back even before that, right? So we're going to jump around with some dates here because I kind of like didn't really do well with this, but they're playing Karabag, a team that is in Azerbaijan, right? In the Europa League round of 16, okay? So they go away, and they're down 2-0 at halftime. And everybody's like, oh my God, the unbeaten streak is over. They're gonna sell. And to be honest, in the first half, they don't do too much, right? They actually had less expected goals. They end up scoring in the 70th and the 92nd minute, okay? So it's 2-2. Let's talk about this now, right? So it's 2-2, and they're down 4-2 in the second leg. This is the following week. So the previous week, they salvaged the draw. The next week, they're playing the same team, and they're down 4-2 in a Europa League knockout with 30 minutes or less remaining. 30 minutes with the added time. 23 minutes in the normal, and then the +8, +9. Dude, Frimpong scores. Then Sheik scores a brace in added time. So they end up winning. They didn't even go to extra time. They just win in normal time. Down 2 again. Does this team enjoy being down 2 every game? What is wrong with this team? This is 1 week later. Guys, these results are all happening within 1 month. This is April 27th, and we're still talking about these games from March. This is literally like... All right, let's go back to February, right? Because the same thing is going on here with Stuttgart, right? Okay, in February, again, this is like another really respectable team. They are down 2-1, okay? They end up tying it at 2-2, and then Ta scores in the 90th minute. They win 3-2. Okay, let's go back even before that to January, and let's look at something else, okay? So they're down 2-1 against Leipzig, a Champions League team, a team right now that sits 4th in the Bundesliga. Again, very respectable team. Ta scores in the 63rd. Hincapié scores in the 90+1. Another stoppage time goal, and we're still in the same calendar year of all this crap happening. Okay, they're playing against Augsburg, right? Controlling the game. Literally, Augsburg doesn't do anything in this game. 24% possession. Guess when they actually score a goal? 90+4. What is wrong with this team? I don't understand. I've never seen a team score so many freaking goals, not only while being behind, but also in stoppage time. I mean, this team, like, it feels like there's, like, actually a curse going on. I don't know if any of you guys watch this channel that are, like, genuinely just Bayer Leverkusen fans. Like, you guys grew up watching this team. But this is one of the coolest teams I have ever seen in the history of, like, just watching the sport. I don't even know what to say. So now they're 46 games unbeaten, right? 46 games. Xabi is staying next year. Can they get through the rest of the season? Can they do it? Can they get through all these teams they have to play against? Because it's not going to be easy. They've got to play Roma twice. It's going to be very hard. Frankfurt, good team. Not as good as Stuttgart. Not as good as Dortmund. And they play a 14th place team, and then they play Augsburg again, who they really cooked, who's in 8th place. But the drop off, in my opinion, from the Bundesliga, like from the top 7, top 6 to then like 10 to 18 is like, it's crazy how much better the teams are towards the top in the Bundesliga. The problem with Leverkusen, I'll tell you this, with this unbeaten streak, right? They're gonna push for 50. I don't know what's the longest unbeaten streak of all time. We'll have to look at that at another time. And to be honest, for me, it's impressive to do it anywhere, but I would have to respect it more to be in like the top 7 leagues. I'd probably include like Portugal in there and maybe Netherlands. Like for me, it would have to be in one of those leagues to really give it like crazy credits. I don't know, dude. This is crazy to me. Not losing one time in 46 games. And yeah, can they get to 50? We'll see. Time will tell. If I'm going to bet on it, I'm probably going to say, yeah, I don't want to bet against this team. The problem is, obviously, yes, Xabi is staying. Yes, all the players are staying. And I'm sure a lot of players are going to want to go to this club, bro, because what they're doing is nuts. The issue is that it's going to be the offseason, right? Because are they going to be able to come back and play at this level? I know you'll probably also tell me that, you know what, they're going to be exhausted. To have to, like, people don't also understand how, like, many emotions go into stuff like this. Like, to think you're losing and then it's exhausting, bro. It's probably exhausting to be a coach on that team, to be playing on that team, and then they got to go again next week. They got to play Europa League, and then they have to play on Sunday. It's not going to be easy. That's going to be tough. They have to do that 2 weeks in a row. So it doesn't matter if, in 2 weeks from now, on May 12th, they're playing against the 14th place team. It's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy to play that. They're going to be tired. So we'll have to watch these guys for the next 4 games, but they are must-watch TV. Shout out to Leverkusen, bro. They are exciting. I love watching them. I love talking about them. Thanks for watching, boys. Appreciate it. Peace.